Hi Punderful friends, welcome to our anniversary video. We can't believe it's been a full year since we started our YouTube channel, The Punderful World of Disney.
We hope you've enjoyed following along in our Disney adventures, whether it be in our scavenger hunts or watching our crazy trivia games, or watching how we like to celebrate Disney in our homes.
In honor of our anniversary video, we asked you guys to submit questions in order to get to know us better.
Yes, so we picked out a couple of our favorites and sit back and enjoy.
Hello, it's me, Lisa, and happy 1 year anniversary to the Punderful World of Disney. All right, let's get it started with these questions. All right, so if you could only go to one park, which would it be? All right, if I could only choose to go to one park, I'd say it would have to be Magic Kingdom, because that is the most in-your-face Disney. You've got one day at Disney, you want to go to the heart of it all, so that is Magic Kingdom. I never grow tired of seeing Cinderella Castle. I have probably thousands of pictures of it and continue to keep taking those pictures. And I also think that park has the most attractions, so you will fit the most into your one day there.
My choice would obviously be the Magic Kingdom. I think there's just the most variety of rides there between nostalgia and thrill rides. And there's so much to do outside of just rides or attractions. I think I could sit along Main Street or in the hub just hanging out for hours.
Happy 1 year anniversary, all you Punderful peeps. We are so excited to be here 1 year later, and we just want to thank you guys for being here with us and making this page everything that it is today. We are so excited for what has happened the past year, and we look forward to many, many more years of bringing you Disney content. If I could only go to one park, it would definitely have to be Magic Kingdom. I think that Magic Kingdom is the quintessential Disney park. I think that if you go around the world, and even people that aren't, Disney fans, if you say Disney and theme park, they think about the castle. That is like the number one icon that everyone is going to think about. And I know that on every trip that I go on, there are other parks that I can skip, but I have to be at Magic Kingdom. And little fact about me, most trips I go to Magic Kingdom twice, even if I skip another park. If I only have 4 park days, I will sandwich Magic Kingdom to other parks, Magic Kingdom.
What is one ride or attraction from the past that you'd like to bring back? The only answer is the Great Movie Ride.
I would have to say the Great Movie Ride.
The Great Movie Ride.
Obvious choice is probably Great Movie Ride.
I will answer this question for my dear friend Catherine, because I know that it would make her happy if I asked for the Great Movie Ride to come back.
If anyone else picks something other than the Great Movie Ride, they're wrong.
But I'm gonna try to go a different route, and I'm gonna say the old version of Test Track, because I've never been on it. I've only been on the current version, and I don't like the current version. I think Test Track is a pretty boring ride. Like, yeah, sure, it goes fast. Once you get to that part of the ride, it goes outside and you're at a really high speed, but like, all right, the theming is just whatever to me, not something that's so great. But maybe if I tried to ride the old version, I'd have a different appreciation for the ride.
There's so many. I have to give honorable mention to the Great Movie Ride. I'm a giant movie buff, and just going through the movies and that last movie montage scene always brought a tear to my eye. The Delta Dream Flight, one of the OG Tomorrowland rides. I just have great memories with not so much of the ride being fun, or going there my first couple of visits with my dad and just being exhausted and sweaty, and there not being a line ever for the Delta Dream Flight, and just going to relax, sit down, and enjoy the air for a little while. What was great fun, but I definitely would love to see Maelstrom back. It was just such a fun tradition to go on that ride. I love trolls and mythology and stuff like that. So enjoying the ride and then going into the gift shop, of course, afterwards, and picking out a troll to add to my collection. I definitely miss that tradition.
What is one ride you can ride back to back to back and not get sick of? Okay, so one ride that I can ride again and again, Space Mountain. That's my favorite. Maybe I would get a little sick after a few times, but I don't care. I would definitely ride that back to back to back.
This would be the Haunted Mansion for me. I have a few top rides, but this one is not really a thrill ride, not really a ride that can like give you a headache or upset your stomach or anything like that. It's a nice relaxing ride. If you need a break from the heat, if you need a break from walking, it's a really great, stop and enjoy. I love the soundtrack. I could probably recite the whole ride by heart. And I have ridden this back to back to back to back because I love it so much.
One ride I'd be able to ride back to back over and over and not get sick of, that would be Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. I know a lot of people in this group beg to differ on that one. They do not like Buzz Lightyear. They think it's impossible to score a high score, but you have to study it, you have to figure it out, and it is quite challenging and fun to become a galactic hero. So I love Buzz Lightyear, and I could go on that ride over and over and not get tired of it.
What movie do you feel deserves more representation in the park? This was a hard one, but I think Aladdin, actually. There's already, the Magic Carpet ride in Magic Kingdom, but I feel like that's just a Dumbo knockoff. I think you could make a really cool flying Magic Carpet ride, almost like a roller coaster or interactive, even one of the game type rides, with all the new technologies that they have. I think that was kind of a missed opportunity.
I am a giant Alice in Wonderland fan. Besides Disney, I've seen most of the renditions and read most of the books involving Alice in Wonderland. I know the teacups are there, but I think my days of the teacups are almost numbered, where I'm experiencing more nausea after the ride than it's worth. But I'd love to see more of an immersive ride where you get to feel like you're inside the movie and seeing more of the characters than just the dormouse popping out of the tea kettle there.
I would love to see more Moana. She's my favorite character. I think she's a cool character. She's a great role model. And a fun ride, maybe a raft ride or something would be, maybe a water ride. I don't know. That would be fun to see.
What's an upcoming Disney release that I look forward to most? Definitely now that the Marvel Universe has become so much of Disney, I'm definitely looking forward to Spider-Man No Way Home. There's been so much hype behind the movie. Will involve past Spider-Man from other movies and other villains. There's been so much speculation, and I just can't wait to see if it's been true or if it's just been to hype up the movie, if we'll see a little Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield in it, involving the other Spider-Man movies. It's just, it's been so much build up these past several years. I can't wait to see what comes from it.
An upcoming Disney release that I'm looking forward to is definitely Hocus Pocus 2. That has been rumored for years. I feel like every few months we would get articles saying, oh, Hocus Pocus 2 is happening, Hocus Pocus 2 is happening, but it was nothing official. But just a few months ago, it was made official that the movie is in fact happening. It's coming out on Disney Plus, I believe, fall 2022. And Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, they're all coming back for it, and I'm super excited. Hocus Pocus is my favorite Disney movie, and I know it probably will never live up to the original, but I'm still very excited to see my 3 favorite witches back on my screen.
So I am actually filming this right before I go to the Disney release that I am looking forward to. Jungle Cruise is coming out, and I am very excited. I have my fingers crossed that it's not one of those movies where they have put all of the funny jokes into the trailer. That's happened to me before, but it does look very funny. I think that The Rock is very, very funny in most of the roles that I've seen him in. I'm really interested to see them take this attraction that is a classic that people have loved and put this new spin on it I think that it's going to be really fun. I think that there are tons of jokes that can be said, and I am so excited for it.
If you were trapped in one of the parks by yourself overnight, what's the first ride you would go on? I think if I was trapped in a park, I would assume it's Magic Kingdom, and the first ride I would want to do is It's a Small World. My plan would be to go on everything, but I'd want to get It's a Small World done first, because I think the later into the night it gets, the creepier that ride would be, so I'd want to get it out of the way first.
It definitely would be the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. I've always been a big Twilight Zone fan, so to be able to go on that ride and not have to rush through the queue and absorb more of the atmosphere of it. Always enjoyed looking to see in the scenery what other hints of the Twilight Zone episodes that are in the backdrop. There are a lot of them in the TV room or the book room that I like to see on the shelves. And I know that there are other hidden areas in there that give a nod to the show that I love. So I'd love to just have that ride to myself for a couple minutes and enjoy it. And then the ride itself, where it opens up, you see all of Hollywood Studios at nighttime. I just imagine it'd be a great scene to watch and enjoy.
So I think I would go on Rise of the Resistance, because I would enjoy it being a no stress way of getting onto the ride. We have gone on it once and we got the boarding pass in the morning, but the amount of anxiety that I had getting that boarding pass, I did not enjoy. So I would love to just be able to walk onto it with no trouble. So that's what I would do.
If you had to pick a Disney snack to eat every day for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'd pick the Mickey Premium Ice Cream Bar, because it's not super filling, so I don't think I'd get sick of it if I had to have it every day. Plus, it's also just an iconic staple of Walt Disney World.
It would definitely be between the Premium Mickey Ice Cream Bar and the turkey leg. But since I need my protein, I would definitely go with the turkey leg, and I just can see myself like sitting at the kitchen just eating a turkey leg, reading the paper or book or something. Definitely enjoy the turkey leg. It's one of the snacks we always have to get, or it's not a Disney vacation. So that would have to be a turkey leg.
If I had to eat a Disney snack every day for the rest of my life, it would be a Mickey pretzel with cheese and extra salt. That is my favorite Disney snack. I think second runner-up would be Dole Whip or the gray stuff, but I feel like that those flavors are very overwhelming, but I feel like you can always toss back a Mickey pretzel with cheese and it'll go down real smooth, and the next day you'll be so excited for the next one.
If you had to live at one of the Walt Disney World parks, which would you choose? I was going back and forth with this one. I think it would be Magic Kingdom, only because there's so many different lands you can live in that you probably won't feel like you're in the same place every day. So you can add a little bit of a variety. Say Tomorrowland one night, Frontierland another night. So there's lots of different places that you could hang out in.
I do love the Magic Kingdom, but I can definitely see myself spending every day in Epcot. Definitely in World Showcase, waking up and having tea at United Kingdom, spending the day having margaritas and burritos in Mexico Pavilion, having a nice steak dinner in Canada, and going to Italy and France for dessert. I could definitely see spending my days in the Epcot, definitely World Showcase area.
Getting fat.
If I had to live at one of the Walt Disney World parks, I would for sure choose Epcot. And that is because I'd have so many different types of cuisines at my fingertips all the time. I think that's a pretty obvious choice. You'd want to, not get bored of eating the same thing, so Epcot is the park to live in.
What Epcot event do you most enjoy attending? I love food and wine. That's always a fun one. It's a great time of year to go, and I always love the different foods, the different events that they have. So food and wine would be my go-to.
I love Christmas, and I thought that Festival of the Holidays was hands down one of the best Christmas celebrations I have ever been to in my entire life. We were there in Epcot on Christmas Eve, and so we toured the World Showcase. We went and we listened to all of the different retellings of what the different countries do to celebrate their Christmas. I also really enjoyed that they have the candlelight processional, and we did a dinner package with that where we got to pick any restaurant we wanted for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And I think overall that is the best festival at Epcot.
I think the Epcot event I most enjoy attending is the Festival of the Arts. All of their festivals are great, but I particularly like Festival of the Arts because I love to see all the beautiful Disney artwork on display. I love all the kiosks of the artists selling their work. I wish I could buy it all. Plus you get the great food, new types of food and drinks as well. So I think, yeah, Festival of the Arts is my favorite.
What attraction would you like to see in an upcoming movie?
This is a tough one.
Space Mountain.
Maybe Space Mountain? What kind of movie do you think out of that?
I have no idea what the plot would be. I don't know. Someone more creative could come up with something, but Space Mountain.
I think that I would like to see Everest turned into a movie. And I think that there is enough of a storyline around Everest. You have a Yeti, so like you already have like a built-in bad guy. I also think it would be funny if they kind of played off of the fact that like the Yeti is broken and like they're just leaving him there. I don't know, I think it would be really funny. I guess like you probably could say that they did this because, well, I don't know if it was Disney, but there was a movie about like the abominable snowman, I think, or like some sort of like snow walking animal. I think it was called Bigfoot. It was pretty funny. Might have been DreamWorks though. We all know I love to talk about different movie places that aren't Disney on these videos.
Jurassic Park? Not Universal.
But I think that Everest could be like a Jungle Cruise type where you get like a funny rock to be the main character and you build around just that centralized theme of like going up the mountain and being scared of the Yeti.
I think that Soarin' could make a pretty interesting movie. Not necessarily like just basing it off of the ride, but if you were kind of on the ride and got sucked into it and then traveled to all of those different locations around the world, trying to get back to Epcot, I think that could be a cute kids movie. So yeah, maybe Soarin'.
What have I enjoyed most about being a part of the PUNderful World of Disney this past year? Definitely getting to know our group a little more. When we started a year ago, Cassie, Lisa, even my sister-in-laws, I didn't know this Disney side of them as much as I do now. So I've enjoyed that, and playing our trivia games and testing their Disney knowledge together has been great fun this past year.
I think what I enjoyed most about being part of the PUNderful World of Disney over the past year is that it's another creative outlet for me. You know, we get so caught up in our jobs a lot of the time, and I'm not in a job that's using creativity. I'm in a very scientific type job. I work in the medical field, and this being part of this group just allows me to have some creativity in my life. I enjoy creating videos. I enjoy conversing with everyone about movie discussions, park discussions. So yeah, that's been really great to have this as, you know, just a way to get your mind off of, you know, the regular things you do in everyday life.
I really enjoyed the times that we've all been able to get together. I think my favorite get together was our first one where we did the trivia and charades in Laura and Jonathan's backyard. It was fun to just kind of share Disney interests with friends and family. But I also really enjoy the times on Facebook where people ask for advice or questions or just, you know, general Disney needs, and other people in the group post and comment, and it feels like a real community when you see people kind of sharing advice or interests.
I think the thing that I've enjoyed the most is collaborating with my friends. It's been a really nice way of connecting without physically being connected. You know, we really started this after lockdown started. And so the PUNderful World was a really great way to get, you know, creative juices flowing and just to have conversation and a reason to talk to people and, you know, something to look forward to. And it was a conversation starter, and it was something that we can do from our own homes. And it was just lovely to have this outlet that, you know, really brought joy and interaction into my life.
So I think what I've enjoyed the most is being able to do something creative with Jonathan. We both work in the same field, but it's very scientific and technical. So if we talk about that stuff, it's not necessarily creative. So I love that we've been able to do something like this that's sort of unlike anything we've ever done before, and bring our hobby and love of Disney into it.
Happy 1 year anniversary, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the video. We can't wait to see you real soon.
That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about us and about our Disney side.
If you liked that video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we look forward to sharing another year of our Disney adventure with you. All right?
Have a wonderful day.
I'm just gonna check that it's still recording. Hold on. I'm gonna move the camera. I don't think it's recording. Oh, it is recording. Oh shit, did I just fuck it all up? No, I didn't. Okay.